It's been clear for years that SQA is not fit for purpose. After repeated mistakes, trust between teaching practitioners and the SQA is at an all-time low. Whether it be the higher history exam controversy or the injustice of the 2020 exam results, members recognise changes is needed. The Scottish Government had the opportunity with this bill to turn the page and build a new body, which works in partnership to deliver for learners and teachers. Unfortunately, it does not achieve that and falls short of what is necessary. In this evidence to the Education Committee, Professor Kenneth Muir said, "We need a system that builds greater trust and increases empowerment." The issue of rebuilding trust is the fundamental part of why this bill is necessary. I will discuss today whether it falls short in rebuilding trust and increasing accountability, specifically regarding Qualifications Scotland. I would first like to note, as other members have, the proposed accreditation power for Qualifications Scotland. In this report on replacing the SQA, Professor Muir said he was encouraged by the ministers to be bold and leave no options off the table. But the Scottish Government, after previously accepting the recommendation on splitting responsibilities, is no longer interested in being bold. And now, proposed Qualifications Scotland retains awarding and accrediting powers. Recently, the issue with the higher history paper were compounded by the perception of the SQA making its own work. The perception, regardless of any new name, will remain for Qualifications Scotland if it continues to be both an awarding and accrediting body, and will not improve confidence. The Education Committee was told of the perception of the decision being made for teaching professionals rather than by them. If Qualifications Scotland is to avoid the issue faced by the SQA, it must be truly representative of and engage with educators. While the teachers will be included on the board, the extent of this representation, other than numbers, is not clear, and the lack of trade union membership is not acceptable. This lack of clarity regarding representation is seen in other areas. In the interest committees, there is nothing to account for the wide range of experiences in learning and teaching. The large presence of Qualifications Scotland's staff on Interest Committee contradicts their purpose entirely. Their function, other than advising Qualifications Scotland, is also not clear. If these committees are to be a meaningful mechanism as the policy memorandum status, they cannot just be a talking shop. In the provision regarding the Strategic Advisory Council, there is again no specification on its membership and how the Council will interact with the Interest Committee, which, following recent controversies, should be key. We must see further detail on how all these bodies will ensure representation and responsibility. Otherwise, the issue which plugged the SQA will repeat themselves. I want to finish by discussing equalities. Of the parts of the Qualifications Scotland I have mentioned today, all must endeavour to include the voices of ethnic minorities and anyone who experiences prejudice in education. Scotland is committed to building an anti-racist education system. Those principles should be backed and the foundation of qualifications Scotland. I understand the committee has asked the Scottish Government to set out how it will improve data collection processes for protected groups. I join in requesting that. Any new body must have the best ability to understand how its decisions are affecting learners, especially vulnerable people. To conclude, Presiding Officer, the replacement of SQA needs to be accountable, representative, and engage with teachers, learners, and parents. This reform will affect the prospect of future generations. We cannot afford to repeat the mistakes made with the SQA. This bill must deliver. Thank you.